All right, guys, so let me go over with you. I really wanted to do a farm stand, and so I'm selling eggs because we're getting a crap load of eggs right now because of my chickens. So I got a farm stand outside and kind of inside right now, so I can't really show you the farm stand, but it's really cute. So I was like, what else can I do to add to my farm stand? So I decided to go ahead and do my own starter sourdough bread. So I'm actually getting the hang of it, and it's actually pretty easy and cool. At first I was scared because I didn't know if I was going to be able to do it right. So basically I went on Amazon and got a sourdough starter packet on Amazon, and then started with that. So then basically I poured that into a jar, and I did equal parts of flour and water, and then you want to do that every day. And so these are my jars of starter right now, and they grow over time, and as you feed them every day and they start to grow, then you can start making your sourdough bread with it, which is pretty simple and actually exciting as you get into it and figure it out. So right now this is my third batch. So my first and my second one, your first and your second batch is always going to be a trial run. So the first one came out okay, but it was a little gummy in the middle because I didn't let it sit. I just cut right into it, and you're supposed to let it sit for an hour. And then my second one didn't come out good. And so this is my third one, and I'm pretty sure this one is done properly and right. And so I'm learning to do regular sourdough bread, and I'm also learning you can add things to your sour bread to make it have flavor and have like nuts in it, or you can do cinnamon and sugar, cheese and pepper, like jalapenos. Like there's so many things that you can do with sour bread starter to make the bread and do different things. So I'm excited, and I will be selling it with my farm stand and my eggs. So let me show you basically what products I am using right now. So this is my flour that I bought. I get unbleached flour, bread flour, from when I'm doing my sourdough bread. I use this. When I started my starter, I went on Amazon and I bought this for my starter. So I'm using this for the starter. So I'll do like a half a cup or a cup, depending on how much I want to do. And then I'll add the same amount of water, and then you stir it into the jar and you let it sit overnight with just like kind of a loose lid. And then you'll start seeing it like do bubbles. So that means it's active, starting to grow. And then in the morning you'll see it do more growing, and as it's growing and it starts to look like gluey, sticky, not watery but gluey, sticky, and that means it's ready. So then you do, basically what you do is you take a cup and a half of warm water and a half cup of your starter, and you mix it into the bowl, and then you add 3.5 cups of flour, and then you mix that, and then you have you can do either a teaspoon or 2 teaspoons of salt. And then basically you kind of don't want to overdo it. You just kind of like mix it enough, but don't like overdo it, because you're going to do some folding every 30 minutes. And as you're doing that, if you want to incorporate sugars, or you want to do like cinnamon and you want to put flavors in there, that's fine. You can do that. And then it goes in the fridge after 4 sets of folds. So and I can do a video of how I do it, but right now I'm about to take this out. So after I take this out, I have to let it sit for an hour. I have my little bread baskets So basically, when I'm letting my dough in the fridge or on the counter to rise, I think I put this in the fridge, the ones that go in the fridge, because then it won't stick to the basket. And then I could probably let my bread cool off in that too. That's good. But yeah, so let's go ahead and take this out. Let me go ahead and grab my mitts. It's pretty easy once you get the hang of it. It's like really simple. So a lot of people score their sour bread. I didn't. I mean, it's not gonna like really do anything but make it look pretty. So, I mean, maybe my next one I'll score it, but I just kind of was in a rush, so I didn't really score it. I guess I was just excited. So it feels, I mean, it's pretty hard. So when you're doing your oven, because this, at first, you want to have the top on for 30 minutes, and it's at 450. And then after 30 minutes, you take the top off, put it back in there for 20 minutes, and you can lower the heat to like 425 or whatever. Yeah. So I'll do some more videos on this, and let you guys see how the outcome is, because I did one with cinnamon and sugar too, so I'm excited about that one. Alright guys, I hope you enjoy my video. Bye!